What's going on, guys? It's your boy Hamza from Author Gaming, and today I'm coming to you guys with a brand new Dark Warrior. Yes, you heard it here first. Dark Warrior deck profile. And I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, Hamza, how are you making this deck profile? Because, Rongo got banned and Dark Greffer got to 1 and they banned Soul Charge. Well, I don't care, because this is definitely the best deck of the format. And as long as I have Isolde, Armageddonite, or Dark Greffer with Summon Sorceress, I'm going to do some crazy stuff. And guys, of course, I'd like to thank you all for, sticking with me and helping me get to 200 subscribers. It really means a lot. And hopefully you guys can stick along for a longer journey. So without further ado, let's get straight into this deck profile, shall we? So starting off, of course, we play 1 Armageddonite and 1 Dark Greffer. Let me turn around so you guys can see it better. So, of course, this card is at 1 for an obvious reason, but now this is a new addition to the ban list of this being at 1. This, to be honest, this doesn't really hurt the deck all that much because Isolde can still tutor these cards out. And you're going to see in my deck list later on that you can actually loop these cards to get maximum advantage off of them. So them going to 1 does sort of hinder the deck, but you can still do a lot of shenanigans. And then, of course, since Dark Greffer's to 1, you're going to play your triple Vion. In the Rongo deck before, you would play triple Vion because there were 1-card combos, and you could just win the game. But now that Greffer is at 1 and Armageddonite's at 1, you're going to want to play triple Vion, so it helps the deck out. And yeah, so it's just easier combo, and like I'm gonna be showing you guys combos after about how good Vion is. And of course, since you're playing Vion, you're gonna play triple Malicious, and this card's very, very crucial to most of your combos actually, because it's like one of the only dark extenders that you play in the deck. So Vion paired with Malicious is actually an extra link. It's just a 1-card extra link, and if you have another extender, you can get Trigate with any Floodgate you want. And I will be showing this combo, but I do think that this deck by far is not dead, and it's still live, and it has a chance of stealing some games in the meta. So that's it for the darks. And then, of course, we have the 1 Mirror, 1 Destrudo. To be honest, this combo can't function without Mirror. If Mirror was banned, we were screwed 100%. We couldn't function. But since Mirror was not banned, we can actually run away with this deck, and we can do a lot of crazy shenanigans. They really definitely should have hit Mirror or hit Destrudo, just because this is too much utility that it gives in a lot of decks. Like BA is playing this card now. A lot of other dark variants, like even the Thunder Dragon deck was playing this as well. So I think that Mirror probably should have gotten banned because token generation cards are not fair, and they already hit Scapegoat to 1. So that's my reason behind this. And like I said in my previous videos, I said that this is going to be one of the best engines in the deck going forward, and it is the best engine. And then of course we play Steam and Zephyros, and like you guys know, this is the Power Tool build. I play the DDRs, so this is how I loop my Armageddonites and my Greffers and everything like that. The Power Tool build is definitely the best build. Even when I was playing Rongo before, it was best build. It was better than Goki build. It was better than everything. Just because it lets you power through a lot of things. And Steam is MVP, second MVP of the deck next to Mirror, because once again, token generators. OCG knew what they were doing when they banned the card, but Konami TCG still doesn't know what we're doing. So that's that. And then of course I'm playing the triple Space Connector and double Aqua Dolphin. The reason why I'm playing only 2 Aqua Dolphin instead of the 3 is because this is a 50-card deck, it's not a 60-card deck, and Aqua Dolphin does clog in your hand because the deck isn't as consistent as it once was, but you can still do the regular combos. And on top of that, opening Space Connector just helps you rip more cards out of your opponent's hand, and space is really tight in this deck, so you don't want to play any more other garbage jank just because you want to just full combo and just kill your opponent, especially with these back row decks nowadays, and they're really stopping your plays. Aqua Dolphin just helps you continue through it. Then, of course, I'm playing my standard starters. I'm playing the Photon Thrashers over the Red Layers again, just because this card attacks over border and Red Layer crashes, and I don't know why people decide to play Red Layer. And then triple Butterspy, because this plus Armageddonite, Connector, or Vion is just insane. They have to impermanence you or like Veiler you, and you still have full combo anyways. And then triple Junk Forward, because it's probably the best extender, just because it's a guaranteed normal or special, so it's a guaranteed body on board. Whereas Photon Thrasher and Butterspy aren't really guaranteed bodies on board. So that's the main reason to play Junk Forward, as well as like any of these cards plus your starter cards like I showed you, like the Greffers, the Armageddonites, the Connectors, will result in the Trigate play or the Griffin play with double Fog Blade. And once again, like I'll be showing you guys these videos, so stay tuned for that. And then for the PK count, I'm playing the 1 Cloak, 1 Gloves, and the double Boots. And this for the monsters. And then I'm playing 1 Shade and the double Fog Blade. So the main reasoning behind these is like pretty standard. You played these in the other deck too. You dump this, search this. If you have this, you're already guaranteed this anyways in your hand because you can Greffer pitch it. So that doesn't matter. And then the reason why I played the Ragged Gloves is because he's actually an extender because he can dump the Fog Blade to reborn any of your other cards. And you play double Fog Blade in this deck because the deck's not as lethal as it once was because you can't Rongo them and kill them. So now what you do is you set up a board, you set up any Floodgate or a Tri-Gate Negate, and then you go double Fog Blade, and you just set up as many interruptions as possible, and you just stop their plays, and then you just Tri-Gate banish whatever you Fog Bladed, and then you OTK them through that. And that's very, very easy to do with this deck. Like, even before, like, the reason why this deck is so good is it can combo through back row, and it helps you just sort of get easy wins, and that's the main point of this deck. And then for the extenders, since Greffer got hit, and Armageddon Knight got hit, like, the starters aren't as good as they used to be, so you have to make room and you have to play extenders. So for my extra extenders that are unconventional, I'm playing double Spell Striker and one Crusadia Arborea. In testing, I was told that Arborea was a very, very good card before when I was playing with Rongo, but I never really believed it just because I thought it was too extra. But now that Greffer's at 1, you absolutely have to play Arborea because being able to special summon to a zone a Link monster points to like a Rusty play or something like that, just to get another body on board is very, very strong. And Spell Striker is always live because it's sold most for cost, by the way. So you can always just banish like a DDR that you milled or something else, and you can just summon the Spell Striker, and once again it's another body on board. And Crusadia is a tuner. So if you have a Crusadia and an Armageddon Knight, you can bypass the Destrudo play, and you can just summon this instead so you save your life wins. So that's one of the main reasons for playing the deck. And then I'm playing one very different combo card, and it's Edgem Sabers. And the reason why I play Edgem Sabers is because through a lot of testing with my combo, the main issue I found is that if I opened Malicious in my hand, I couldn't combo, so I had to cut the Vion. But then I was thinking about Dark Extenders, and I wanted to play Edgem Sabers this last format with the Rongo, but you couldn't actually play it because they're just better cards to dump. But now that you have this, if you open Edgem Sabers, you can just summon it. You can just summon Greffer in your hand, and then Greffer will pitch the Edgem Sabers. And this card's absolutely important in the combo because if you open the Mirror, you can't combo off. So what Edgem Sabers does is he puts the card back at the top of your deck, and then when you search, you reshuffle your deck and you randomize it. So this card's very, very good. Helps you get another body on board, and it just helps you like push for game, another body and link summoning, and it helps you get the combo. So that's one of the main reasons for playing that card. And then I play the one Ibli. So yeah, I play Ibli now because it's a combo card. It helps you do a lot of good stuff, and giving Ibli to your opponent like almost guarantees them not being able to play because a lot of decks are forced to go into link summons before their actual main summon. And you like if you're doing against Pendulum Magicians, they can't go normal summon Dark Worm, link into Electromite. They have to link into something else, and most of the decks aren't really playing good link 2s as of now. Same with the Thunder Dragon, but like it forces Thunder Dragons to tribute summon, and then you can kind of play around their tribute summon with your negates and your floodgates and anything like that. So Ibli's really good. Also, if you open this card, it doesn't matter because there is a combo where I'll show you guys that you don't need Ibli for the actual combo. So that's it for the monsters. I think that this is the healthiest monster count there is. There's no other changes that you can make to this deck. Maybe playing maybe more Spell Strikers or another Arborea because the card's really nice to see, but apart from that, I don't think there's anything to change. So onto the spell cards, we're going to go triple Call by the Grave because stopping hand traps is nice. People are going to be stopping 2-play hand traps, but it's still nice to play. I cut Midbreaker from this deck because playing 1 is just okay, but like you don't want to brick on the card, and if you see the card, there are a lot of inconsistencies with the card, especially playing in like a 51 card deck or 50 card deck, just drawing the one of. It's not as good as it is drawing Soul Charger like your Monster Born or your Rhodas. So I decided not to play Magical Midbreaker Field. A lot of people will disagree with me, but I just think that it's just too extra. Like it doesn't progress the deck at all. It just sets it up, and sometimes your opponent won't even open a hand trap, so it's game anyways. Then for the equip spells, I'm playing my standard. I'm playing the Axe of Fools, Living Fossil, our Future Phoenix Blade, the Overdone Barrel, and the triple DDR because it is a power 2 blue. All these cards I've explained before. Divine Sword is one of the main reasons why this deck functions yet again. They didn't ban this card. It's because you can loop it with the DDRs. DDRs is for the power tool. It's very, very good. You can guarantee your Armageddon Knight resolving the second time or Greffer or any other extender play. Overdone Burial is very nice because you can, sometimes if you don't need the Malicious, you can search the Malicious if you have this in hand off of the Assault, and then you can pitch it with Overdone Burial to reborn Armageddon Knight to loop it for the third time. In testing, that card's actually come up, which is why I play the Edgem Sabers, because this just helps me push for more advantage, and if I'm going second, I want to kill them. Our Fugitor, because they're playing against back row decks, and this card can chain block your Assault, So you can make it chain link 1 and then this chain link 2, and the soul will get you the malicious you need for the overdone burial play. So opening the equips isn't as bad as before. Then Living Fossil, because Living Fossil is the second best equip spell in the deck, and sometimes you actually want to open this card because it triggers a lot. And you can Living Fossil back Steam and then link Steam off, and it'll get you another token. Because even though it's banished, Steam will trigger when it leaves the field. And then one Axe of Fools because it just helps you out the Colossus and everything like that. And then for the one-ofs, I play one Rhoda, one Monster Reborn. I don't play Foolish Burial because, once again, it's not a 60 card deck, and all those cards are just too extra. Like, I get, like, oh yeah, it helps you get the Malicious and helps you get more extenders, but just in theory and through testing, I never really missed a card at all. These are the only one-ofs I would play apart from Soul Charge, but Soul Charge got banned, but we don't really care about that because we're still comboing off. And once again, Rhoda's still full combo. Like, if you open Rhoda, Monster Reborn, you can still full combo. So, like, that's why these cards are really insane, and they help extend, like, no matter what it is. Because you can Rhoda for Arborea or Spell Striker, and you can just extend your play. So, even opening this card is perfectly fine if you already have the Connector and Butterfly. And then, the last one I play is Imperial Order. I think that this is the best blind Floodgate that you can play in the main deck. And I do play Curious. You guys will see that I have a way of resetting this card. This is the best blind card you can play. Of course, there's Summit Limit. Of course, there's the Virus cards and everything like that. But this is the best card you can play. You inherently beat every other deck because you're playing Dark Warriors and you're playing a heavy combo-based deck. A lot of people don't really know what to hit anymore because certain cards have been hit. So just getting Imperial Order will stop it. You play against Danger, Extra Links, or Thunder Dragons, everything like that. You just run over them anyways. And then, of course, you will side outs. But this card helps you just run over almost every deck. And if you do against Thunder Dragons, you would be side against Summon Limit. If you do against Altergeist, then you're afraid of it. And you're going first, you just get Eradicator. And yeah, you just blow them away from that. So once again, that's 50 cards in the main deck. I think this deck is absolutely beautiful. I'm very, very happy what I've come up with because, like, once again, Konami works hard, but I'm always working harder. You know, I'm in the lab cooking up something nice. And 50 cards in the main deck. Love it. Now we're going on to the extra deck. Of course, I play the one Power Tool Dragon. This is my boy. He's held me down forever. And he's one of the main reasons why you can loop. And being able to make Power Tool is very, very good. And then, of course, you play Yazi. This card is, once again, like one of the main reasons why this deck can function because you being able to summon Mirror from your deck is just very, very unfair. And yeah, like these cards are so crucial for the deck. And being able to have them just in your possession, make them on demand is insane. And going second, Yazi just enables so many OTKs. So that's it for the synchros. Then for the Link ones, I play Link Rebo, Link Spider, and Nightmare Mermaid. This one is standard, these two are not. So Link Rebo, obviously, you have your Steam tokens and you have your Mirror tokens and everything like that. That's standard. Link Spider, because if you're going to extra link, you need the other zone. And you can use Mirror tokens to go to Link Spider to extend your plays. And Nightmare Mermaid, because I play Ibli, I want to summon that card from my deck. I want to give it to my opponent. I want to stop them. I want to lock them out. So that's it for the Link 1s. I play 3. For the Link 2s, of course, I play the Assault. The best Link monster, in my opinion. It's better than Electromite. It's better than Double Helix. Now, this card just it's enabled so many cards because Helix was really good for its archetype. Assault just saved an entire type. So it just helped you push for a lot, and I really do think that this card should have probably been hit on the ban list. Then for more Link 2s, I play a Nightmare Phoenix and Nightmare Cerberus. These cards are very crucial for the combo. You can actually choose which card you end with, like whatever's more important to you. But I usually always just end with the Phoenix because I think that it's one of the safest cards to end with, just because your Imperial Order can stop everything else. Then I play the Proxy Dragon because you need the bridge. It's very similar to the Goki theory where you need to make the bridge before you start extra linking. Proxy Dragon is very, very important in that. And then Space Insulator for the standard Rusty play. You go Insulator like a Link Rebo into Rusty. Very, very standard. 5 Link 2s in the deck. Play a lot, but you kind of have to now where you're at. Then I play the one Rusty. My boy, good old Rusty, he's held me down from the jump. You know, he's done a lot for us. Being able to just guarantee you double Fog Blade on his summon. This card alone guarantees you 2 Fog Blades. This card guarantees you 2 monster negates. Like, through all the hand traps, through no matter what garbage they throw at you, you're guaranteed 2 Fog Blades. And on top of that, if you can make your XYZ monster, you can just pop a card. Or a dark XYZ monster and stuff like that. So this card's very, very good. Very, very underrated, but I do think that a lot of people are going to be playing it now. You know, I was thinking, like, you can play it in the Azeroth version, and that version will be coming soon, so pay attention to that, obviously. But yeah, like, those are my opinions on Rusty. I think the card's very unfair. Then I play Trigate Wizard, because since you lost Rongo, now your best way is to set up negates. So how do you set up these negates? You set up these negates with Rusty and Trigate, and they'll both be on the field at the exact same time. So you'll get double Fog Blade, and you'll get a Trigate negate as well on top of that. So you're negating anything. you're fog baiting them. They have an Ibli, like they can't really play. And even if they're Sky Striker players, you have the order set too. So you literally have all the answers to them. So it's basically like you're playing Exodia. Like playing this deck, you're playing Exodia. Like you're just playing Exodia. And then for the Link 3, I'm playing Curious, like the Lightsworn Dominion. That's his name. And basically the reason why this card's very, very good is because it can dump your Floodgate. And then it mills 3 more cards. So many times in testing, I would dump the Floodgate, and then I would mill 3 cards, and it would be like 2 Warriors, and it'd be like an Edgem Saber. So I'll have the Militia and Edgem Sabers, and then you could actually just extra link with this because you'd be missing the 1 monster, and then you would just dump the monster. So imagine getting extra linked, you have a Trigate, and then you have an Imperial Order with double Fogblade. Okay. And then the 1 Summon Sorceress, because this card, I don't know why it's not banned. Konami, they're stupid. Definitely should have banned Summon Sorceress. I've been saying it. They banned Gunbar, which kind of sucks, but I don't care. Summon Sorceress. And then for the Link 4, I play Nightmare Griffin. This card's very good. It's the main reason why you can reset your Floodgates, because you just make that with like pointing to any of your Link 2 monsters, anything like that. And this deck can guarantee you a Nightmare Griffin pointing to this. Where's the other guy? And Phoenix. Yep, Phoenix. Or a Phoenix. And basically, like, it guarantees you a draw. It guarantees you, there it is. It guarantees you a draw. It guarantees you stuff like that. And the main reason why, like, this board already is very, very hard to break, okay? Like, you're looking at this board plus Imperial Order plus freaking Link Spider here. Like, most decks cannot play through this board. Like, if you're just looking at this board, like, you can't break my board with True Draco trap cards because that deck's degenerate and it's bad and it just loses to Imperial Order. You can't break me by battle with, like, a shitty Ultimate Conductor because I have Phoenix. And you're dead because you have no other zones to activate special monsters. The only other zone you have to summon is here, and you can't even use this Link monster's effect unless it's pointed to something. And I think I'm going to let that resolve because I have my Fogblade set. So, yeah, like, Griffin's very, very insane. It's a very good card. It's probably one of the next nightmares to be abused going into the next format. Thunder Dragons are already abusing it anyways. So, yeah, and it's a light monster, so you can't virus it. I've been trying to virus it, and I've been cheating my entire life. You can't virus it. So, you got to figure out another way to virus it. I'm going to let you guys figure that out. And if you guys can't figure it out, I'll explain it. So, yeah, that was my Dark Warrior updated deck profile for the 2019 Banlist. This is a very strong deck. I will be showing combos later on. So yeah, guys, this is my deck. I think it's very, very strong. I think that the 50 card variant is the best variant even before the Rongo. If you guys are very interested in supporting me or the channel, you can click the link in my description below. That'll be a link to my Patreon. I just launched it recently, and I think it'd be really nice for you guys to support me. You know, help me get a camera, help me travel, help me go to Nats and all that sort of stuff. You know, really rep for you guys. And once again, this is Hamza from Gaming, signing out. Peace.